Welcome. Welcome yourself to this moment. Scan your body, all parts of your body, from your head down to your toes, and say, all of you is welcome, even your little belly, even your wrinkles. Like, come on, we're having a party for our body here. Just feeling the sensations from our head to our toes, top to bottom, scanning everything in between and describing the sensations, noticing if we have any stories about these sensations, which could be actually more painful than sensations themselves. Shorthand is the second arrow. Now scan your body, welcoming all that's here from the top to the bottom. And see if you can get a little bit more comfortable, a little bit more relaxed. Range your position just a little bit, wiggle into another position. And find out what's here right now. Not to the, people say listen to your body and they expect words back. We don't always hear words back. But we can describe the sensations. Maybe a sensation of contraction in some parts of our body, expansion in others. Move your head from side to side, your feet from side to side. Just check in and try to describe your body sensation and find the wisdom in there, in those sensations. Just listening. Have you felt those sensations before? I imagine you have. It's not the first time. What are the different qualities of your heart right now? Bring your attention to your chest. And what are the feelings there? If you feel pain, if you feel brokenhearted, listen to anything um, without any judgments. Maybe that's possible. But as my friend said yesterday, it's just pain, the only pain. Or it's only expansiveness. What's there? Just looking at the continuum from contraction to expansion. You can open your shoulders a little bit more. Increase the space between your two shoulders from here to here. just to give you more of a sense of freedom, sense of space. And true freedom really comes from listening and not attached to things being some way or another, knowing that they're only sensations and they're there to direct us to certain needs. One word for it. Um, Not like need for another person or a need for something to be different. Much more universal than that. Like respect. So far, I've never met anybody who hasn't had a need for respect. And we all have different ways that we like to get that need met, right? It's, it's we all have different ways that yeah, that we like to feel the need for respect when something happens and I feel respected. And it's almost easier to feel the pain of not being respected, or at least our interpretation of what that is, which is more accurate actually. Sometimes it's easier to notice that or feel that. Take that as a bell of mindfulness. Like, oh, thank you for that reminder. It's important to me to be spoken to in a way that I imagine that this person respects me without being attached to anything they do or don't do, say or don't say. That doesn't mean that you don't speak up, you don't say anything. What it means is the attachment. It's like, that gripping, so painful when we're really like, we need to have things in a certain way. Our body tenses up in response to that. And somehow we can hang on to it. Try to invite more openness and space into your body. And again, just notice the sensations that are there. Just notice what's here. And describe those sensations without thinking, oh, if I'm present for my body sensations or my feelings, they'll go away. I I would question that thought because it's another way of grasping it, wanting to be wanting things to be a certain way. Just use it as a mindfulness bell of a reminder, like, oh yeah, come back to what's important to me. Come back to what's inside you. And then we're much more able to reach out to the other person. How does respect live in you? I'm just using that as an example. I'm not telling you you have a need for respect at this moment, but that's up for you. I'll just keep on moving into your body, focusing on your body right now. This is your time. The more we're able to do that, the more likely we are to reach out to loved ones. And if we have the space for it, saying, how does respect live in you? What could I do to meet your need for respect? I mean, we do that with loved ones, right? Without the um, attachment of like, okay, if I do that for you, now you have to do that for me. Again, another myth of nonviolent communication that it works like that. It more is like, no, don't be attached. And you don't, again, it's something I don't notice until I don't get it. If I'm like, really like, I want this from this person. I want this person to do that. Wow, good luck with that one. That's a tough one. And then offer this blessing to all beings in the world so that they may benefit from our practice with ourselves in coming back to our bodies from head to toe, from skin to bones, every cell of our body, right now in this moment. Thank you so much for joining us.